What up, guys? This is MJB, and you are tuned in to Money with MJB. This is the second video that I'm going to be posting in my journey vlog, and it is a crucial step that I think is very important for anybody who would be trying to do this, and that is to make a budget. And if you make a budget, you see where your expenses are going every month, and then you know exactly how much money you can invest without feeling uncomfortable, I guess. The goal for me in doing this isn't to retire early. I mean, I legitimately love working, but I just want to see if it works. So I'm going to try to maybe put in like $1,000 every month, but we'll see if I can do that. We're gonna go over my budget now, and we'll see how much we can put in every single month on top of my lump sum and on top of the dividends that I supposedly will be earning into investing for my financial future. I also do just kind of want to make the point and say that I'm a regular dude. I don't make crazy amounts of money. I make probably a slightly below average what a normal person would make if, you know, they have a master's degree and, they're 28 years old. That said, I live a very comfortable lifestyle. I'm not complaining about that. Money isn't everything. Lifestyle is. And you're able to do what you can with what you have, and it just depends on what you value, really. But the point about saying that is that if at the end of the day I can do this and it works, so can anyone. So yeah, let's put it to the test. Let's make this budget.
Okay, so the first step that I'm going to take in this journey is to do a budget so that I know how much money I can put into investing every single month, because that's a huge part of it. If I just put down a lump sum of money and count on the dividends to make it grow, it's not going to grow by that much. I have to be putting in money every month. At least that's what I've learned through my research. So, this is a budget spreadsheet that I get from the company that does my financial advising. They're called Becoming Financial. They're based out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I love them. Isaiah is the best. So I'll put a link to his website down in the description. Okay, so I take home $810 every week. So what I'm going to do is do 810 times 52, and that is $42,120, which is basically what I have in here. Yeah, $42,144. So we'll keep it like that. So basically averaged out, my take-home salary is going to be $3,512 every month. Okay, so what's cool about this budget spreadsheet here is that it breaks down your monthly expenses on the bottom, and then it breaks down things that only come up once in a while on top, which I love. It also gives you an allowance up here that you can spend this much money on whatever you want, and you're good to go. Now, because I am going to be putting more money into my investments, I'm going to lower this number to 200. Okay, so just changed it to 200 throughout everything. Now, birthdays, I only really tend to buy things for people's birthdays in April, which is my brother's birthday, and September, which is my fiance's birthday. So I only have, about 20 and about 50. That could go up, that could go down. Kind of depends on the mood I'm in. We'll see. I also have $150 here for Christmas presents for my family. We don't go too crazy. Taxes. Okay, so I do feel like setting aside at least $1,000 is going to be okay because of all the write-offs that I do. I spend a lot of money that goes into my business because it encompasses my music as well as the contract work that I do for an outplacement firm. So with my write-offs, I did spend about $1,000 last year on taxes. That could go up, that could go down. It just really, really depends. So I think I will up this to $2,000. Whoops, not $20,000. Okay, yeah, there we go. I used to travel a lot. I'm going to be bringing that down just slightly because I find traveling gets really expensive and I want to spend a little bit more money on other things. So I'm just going to put $1,000 right there. No, oh my goodness. Okay, $1,000 in June. Car insurance, home maintenance. So I split the cost of car insurance with my fiance. It's roughly $350 or so every year, or excuse me, every 6 months, because we do the 6-month thing with Progressive where we save money. So yeah, that only comes in, actually it's March and September. I don't know why I have that like that. Okay, yeah, March and September, perfect. And then, you know, home maintenance stuff, that comes up once in a while. I'll put $100 there. Our anniversary is in December. This year, I think we did roughly spend around, I mean, we split costs, so I think 300 was pretty accurate. I'm going to lower this to 200. Groceries. Okay, so this is something else that is kind of a weird thing. So we get what's called HelloFresh. We get that every week, and that's $50 a week. So I'm definitely going to up this because it's just not accurate here. This is what I used to spend when I lived by myself, but now I spend about, so $50 a week. Let me do some math here. Times 4, because it ends up being about 4 times. And then I split it with my fiance. So it's about $200, and then divided by that is 100. But then I feel as though we go shopping like once a month and buy groceries, and it's usually around $200. So I'm gonna up this to $300. Okay, it went across the board. Perfect. Personal care. I tend to get a haircut once every couple months, and that's about $15. Excuse me, it's about $20. I go to Great Clips. My hair is not hard to cut. It's nothing special. So $40 is good every couple months. That's fine. Car tabs, that comes around once a year, but that's due in March. So I'm gonna move that over here. And that's about $100. Well, actually, I'm splitting that with my fiance, and I think the bill said it was $89. So I'm gonna move that to $50 once a year. Great. Cash, other random, I'm just gonna leave blank because I don't find that that's a necessary category for my lifestyle. Okay, moving along. My rent is $675. Well, it's $1350, but again, I split that with my fiance. I sponsor a child, and I donate to my other brother who works in Minneapolis in like the inner city, and he helps with like after school activities and such. He's awesome. I love what he does. So we're keeping that consistent. The utilities. So I only really pay internet and electricity, and my electric usually averages at about $80 a month, $40 a month when I split it with my fiance. And then internet is another like 40, so we'll keep that at 80. That's fine. My life insurance, I pay $19 a month for that, so that's fine. This is something that can go down. So I used to pay $40 a month for my phone plan with Visible, and then another $43 for my payment with my iPhone. But when I sold my condo, I paid that off. So this is going to go down to only $40 a month, every month, and that's good. Restaurants. I tend to eat out kind of frequently because I work from home. My fiance's gone a lot, and I don't know. I just I need to get out of the house, right? I need to stay sane somehow. I'm gonna try to bring that down a little bit. I did recently find a lot of low-cost options in the neighborhood. I think if it stays at $100, I'll be fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it there. Now, the car bill is something that we split. I'm gonna bring this to be actually $100 now, because it's like $330 a month, because we have like a warranty on it, and that's just added into the car bill. Right now, because my fiance is working an internship, she doesn't get paid very much money, like it's pennies basically. So I took on the responsibility of paying more for the car payment. But yeah, we had a discussion about it the other night, and we're gonna flip that ratio around because she mostly drives the car, and she's gonna start working very soon. So we're gonna reverse the ratio of the car bill. So I'm only making her pay $100 of it right now, but she drives it most of the time. So we're gonna flip that ratio. I'm gonna start paying $100 on that, and she's gonna take the other portion of that. Boom. Okay, becoming financial fee. This is invaluable to me. Isaiah gives the best advice, and he actually okayed me doing this whole dividend investing thing. And he is fiduciary. His involvement in my life with my financial decisions the past, oh my goodness, like 8 years has been just invaluable. So this is also a tax write-off, which I love. I just put it in there as business consultant because he basically is. Okay, so laundry. I have to pay for laundry because we live in a really tiny studio apartment that doesn't have a washer and dryer. I spend roughly $9 a month, or excuse me, $9 every 2 weeks, and that comes out to about $18. And then, yeah, here we go. Savings, invest. Right now, I'm only putting about $70 into things with auto invest, but we can make this go way higher. So I'm gonna have about $1,500 left over at the end of every month. I think I want to be putting in $1,000 every month just to start. I think that'll be a good place to begin. So I'm going to change that to $1,000, and that still is going to leave me with $523.50 left over every month. Now I can spend that on whatever I feel is good. But yeah, these are my expenses every month, and I'm going to be trying to be putting in $1,000 every month into my investments, which you'll see. So I feel like this is a really good thing to do if you're going to be starting out doing dividend investing, is to just do a budget, see what you can spend, see what you can put into it to where you're still comfortable. Because again, my goal in this isn't to retire early. I actually really like my job. I think it's a lot of fun. I work with a lot of really cool people, and I never plan on quitting music ever. So I'm going to have a job pretty much until I'm like old and senile and I can't function anymore, because I really enjoy working. If I'm not working, I'm very bored. So yeah, again, the goal is not to retire early. The goal is to just see if this works. But you got to do a budget. You got to know how much you can put into it and still be comfortable with your life. So in the next video, we are going to be buying some stocks. Now, to preface it, I did put a pretty big lump sum into my Robinhood account. And yeah, I'm just going to be using Robinhood for this because they don't charge anything off the top when you do a trade. You know, other companies charge you like a $7 commission. Robinhood does not, so you can basically do this, I mean, risk-free. Well, not risk-free, commission-free. That's a more accurate word. Yeah, I'm really excited to go along this journey, and yeah, in the next video, we're going to be buying some stock, and I'm going to try to figure out how to do auto invest, and yeah, I'm going to come up with some companies that I think are good, and we'll see what happens. So stay tuned for the next video.